Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Naheed here to give you a nice discussion / run through of the first 5 episodes of season 4 of Cobra Kai. I know, guys, this was one of the seasons I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, very shocked by the views. Just couldn't continue it because I just knew it was not gonna do me any good. I will be back for season 5, and I'll watch those reaction-wise. I'll put them out there. But for now, I'll give you this whole little rundown. You guys get all 5 of the uncuts. You guys can watch and do whatever you want with them. I don't care. But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't believe in holding off reactions to you guys. I will keep them on Patreon for a little bit, but then, eventually it'll go off on YouTube. But it just might take a long while, man. And again, I'm plugging the Patreon again because, guys, again, it keeps your boy alive, keeps me going, keeps me on the seat. You feels me? But, hey, man, I just wanted to say another couple of things. It's fucking hot up here. My house has 4 floors to it. I know, big ballin' heat. Just because I have a 4-story house doesn't mean I'm big balling right now. Trust me, not at all. I bought this house at a time when I thought things were different, and now I'm just kind of stuck with it. But regardless of all that, I'm on the 4th floor of this house, which is like, there's a basement, 1st and 2nd. Well, you know what I mean. I guess the 3rd floor, whatever you want to call it. But the AC up here doesn't fucking work. It just doesn't work. I just found out the other day, like, the whole place is not insulated, so even if I did have AC, it wouldn't have done anything. And I'm so annoyed because I built this reaction room during the winter time, and I just didn't know. And now I'm like dealing with this. And on top of that, like, there's an AC up there that works, but like this house, it basically, again, this house looked great when I bought it. It looked amazing. But now I've realized it's been like kind of like, duct tape and paper clipped together a little bit, because the AC unit that's up here, whenever it works, it leaks water into my fucking my floor underneath it. And it sucks because it's like I have Airbnb guests, and it's like, okay, now I gotta it's just annoying as fuck. So your boy might be a little bit hot and sweaty reacting these next few weeks until I get this all figured out. Because I can only imagine this is not gonna be cheap to fix. It's not gonna be cheap at all, and I'm just like, fuck. I thought home ownership was gonna be a great idea. I was told by a lot of folks. Again, sometimes it's okay to listen to some folks, sometimes you shouldn't. Sometimes you need to do a little bit of your own little whatever. But right now I'm going, God damn it, I should have just gotten a fucking apartment and done that whole number. But hey, man, like I said, my headspace was in a completely different place a couple months ago. I was much more in a better place when I bought the house than I am right now. But we like I always say, guys, every position you're in because of your own choices and your own faults. So at the end of the day, I got to make do with what I got to do. I got to keep doing what I got to do. Hey, you got to suffer a little bit to get to the goal. You feels me? So right now, I'm just kind of dealing with the heat. And that's why you might see me in clothes like this for a little. I know that might make a couple of you ladies and guys too happy. It is what it is. Hey, man, look, if you think I'm attractive, you think I'm attractive, I'll take it, man. You know what I mean? But I just don't, swing with the guys. But hey, guys, if you want to look at me, it's all good. You know what I mean? I had someone, never mind. I've gotten offers. Someone told me to start OnlyFans, and I was like, I don't know about that, bro. That's a little bit too much. You know what I mean? I'm not that desperate for money. You feels me? I say that right now. But watch me on the OnlyFans here in a couple of months, being like, hey, what's up? How's it going? A fucking cup on my dick and shit, but all that craziness. But anyways, all right, let's get to the story, guys. So last we left off, basically what ends up happening is Johnny and Daniel decide to work together because Terry Silver is back. He's working with Kreese. It's like, it's a battle of, I think we saw Terry Silver, but now it's like Terry Silver is kind of back. You know what I mean? I think this is the episode where he comes back, the first episode. So Terry Silver's back. Hey, man, if y'all know who Terry Silver is, man, that man is, is this the first episode he comes back, bro? And when we meet Terry Silver, man, he's fucking reformed as hell, bro. He got money. You know what I mean? He got a hot little Latina wife and shit like that. It's crazy. You know what I mean? But somehow, some way, John Kreese is able to fucking feed his little fucking shit into his head, and get Terry Silver to do what Terry Silver, it loves to do. Be fucking crazy, I guess. Even it sucks because he was so reformed and he was so ready to change things around, you know what I mean? But now it's just what the fuck, But hey, as we keep watching the story, I think what's going on in the first episode is basically Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do. They're trying to train together, but it's just, you can obviously see there's differences in the training methods, and it's not always working. It's not, and that kind of sucks because I wish they would work together a lot better. But hey, you can be Miyagi-Do or you can be Eagle Fang. It's one's more aggressive and one's more defensive. That's what it is. But in Cobra Kai, they're really the aggressors, but they have Robbie, who is an ex-Miyagi-Do fighter and the son of fucking Johnny Lawrence that's basically staying there. I mean, it's pretty much prevalent that he's eventually gonna like join the ranks of Cobra Kai. Like it's gonna end up happening, and we know that ends up happening. But throughout this whole situation, you know, we find out about Daniel's son being kind of a little bit of a shit. I mean, obviously he ends up being a fucking shit, but like we'll get into that part. Right now, more than anything, I think we're more focused on like Johnny and Carmen, you know, Miguel's mom kind of being together. Hey, man, I support the man, man. You know what I mean? I support the man. I do. I really like seeing him happy. And this is also the episode where John meets Terry for the first time. And it's like he's like kind of completely amazed about like the whole situation. He's like, what the fuck? And obviously he's not there welcome, but you know, it is what it is. The rest of the episode, you know, it's a lot more confrontation between Johnny and Daniel. It's going to happen. Those two are the way they are. Also, Robbie, and this is where Robbie and Tori, I think, kind of start, you know, mingling a little bit more, a little bit better. Terry, you know, doesn't really talk about his previous life with his wife or whoever the hell he's dating and his new friends. And and definitely these guys are not the kind of folks you expect John Kreese to be around. John Kreese kind of laughs at the whole situation because it is kind of funny, you know. Hawk is back at Miyagi-Do and at Eagle Fang. He is doing his best. He's trying to become a better fighter, a better person in general. I really did enjoy his transformation, man, because he's a great kid. Like Eli is fucking amazing, you know. I think this is where Sam tries to talk to Robbie. It backfires. Everything just kind of backfires on her because she is used to getting whatever she always wants. But I think towards the end of everything, in the end of this episode, Kreese does really get into fucking Terry's head. You know, I think he does. At the end of the episode, I'm looking through it right now because I'm kind of trying to memorize things. They drink. They have a beer. I think this is when they decide to like kind of separate the training a little bit because it's not working out between them. There's that famous scene, bro, where it's like, you know, it's an old scene, obviously, in the original Karate Kid with Daniel and his girlfriend at that time. But now it's like Miguel and Samantha. At the end of it all, Robbie ends up joining Cobra Kai, and he just fucking kicks ass, bro. I fucking love Robbie, by the way. I think at the end of the episode, you know, they start cleaning things up around for the new training grounds, and Terry is having premonitions of like his past self, and that's when he does that little kick and bam, on to the next episode. Yeah, hey man, you know, that's how it be. And the episode was called Let's Begin. The next episode I think this is when they switch off between the teaching styles. And we also meet that new kid. I forget that new kid's name. Let me look him up real quick. How they all rock with each other and see how it works off. Daniel goes on the offensive and he goes on the defensive. Tori gets a greeting from, Samantha's mom. And I think throughout the series, it's kind of funny because like Samantha's mom sees a lot of herself in Tori, which is good to know because she does care at the end of the day. By the way, man, Samantha's mom is hot, dude. Daniel's mom is fucking great. Daniel's son, who I think is a little bit of a jackass, is like complete on the tease with fucking Kenny, man. Just complete on the tease with him. It doesn't help he has that one curly-haired friend that keeps fucking bugging his ass or whatever. And I think this is where they decide to play that trick on him, where, you know, they act as the girl playing that game and basically trick him out. It's almost reminiscent of like the original Karate Kid of how Daniel was bullied, you know? And that's literally, I feel like they literally took that trope, if I remember correctly. More of Cobra Kai, Miyagi-Do conflict. Robbie definitely tries to teach all the stuff that he was taught Miyagi-Do to Cobra Kai, which, you know, does help Cobra Kai out a lot. It puts him on the whatever. We find out in this episode, I think it was this episode or a couple episodes from now, that Kenny's brother is that other kid that Robbie had a fucking bout with in juvie, basically. More of, you know, the training. You know, it's kind of funny to see Daniel, Johnny try Miyagi-Do. It's really, really funny. Also, they're playing that. They play that game. The kids do with Kenny, but like it's not really that girl. There is a meetup between Samantha's mom, Daniel's wife, and oh my God, John Kreese at the grocery store. It's pretty funny. It's pretty hilarious. They kind of, you know, they swap words. It's, you know, it is what it is. Johnny teaching Daniel about Cobra, Eagle Fang training is pretty funny because they're all skinny little guys, and it's kind of hilarious to see them like go at it. The kids tease Kenny again. It's really shit. Again, it's really much apparent. It's the same thing as like the original Karate Kid. The hockey match was great because he just left him to like go against these guys. That was awesome, to be honest. It was good to see Daniel kick some ass. I think there was an altercation between Tori and Samantha's mom at Tori's work, which was at Samantha's work at LaRusso Auto, which is not cool. Yeah, and we also find out at the end of it that kid's brother is who. Hey man, it's a lot of confrontation, guys. It just happens, Okay, let me go into episode 3. Try to get these going because I do got to leave here in a second to pick someone up from the airport. Learn to fly, learn to fly, learn to fly, learn to fly. This episode right here, yonder, you know what I mean? More of, they're trying to be together, man. They're trying to work it out. Cobra Kai and the Miyagi-Do, it is back and forth. It is back and forth. I think they do a dinner here with the whole family, which is very cute, very happy because Miguel, and yeah, it's a cutesy little situation, man. I really like it a lot, I think that also here is when you start seeing Daniel being paying more attention to Miguel and seeing a little bit of himself in Miguel. And I don't think Daniel likes that. Johnny likes that shit. Terry Silver, bro, he's thinking about he's thinking about things from the past, bro. His happy-go-lucky life ain't the best for him. I feel like sometimes. This is where also Kenny goes into Cobra Kai, realizing that it's not for him, or like they're harsh on his ass. I think this is where they also switch teachers, where Cobra Kai teachers or Eagle Fang teachers get taught by fucking Daniel, and they switch it all around. And this is where I feel like Samantha definitely takes a liking into like Johnny's way of teaching, because Johnny's way of teaching is what Samantha needs sometimes. She needs to not be so defensive and so scared. Kenny gets his ass kicked in Cobra Kai, and then later on he realizes. We'll get to that part when it comes to it. The training is great. Also, again, like I said earlier, this is where they kind of switch roles a little bit. Johnny takes care of Samantha more, and then also, Daniel takes care of fucking Miguel more. Later on, this does create a little bit of a hindrance. It does. Terry Silver loses his shit. He comes back to hang out with John Kreese. It is what it is. Also, this is where Robbie comes into Kenny's aid and helps Kenny out. Was like realizing, hey, you need to do some things. Training him in the back, trying to spend one-on-one time with him. More of Miguel and Daniel fostering a good mentorship kind of situation. Again, leads to some jealousy woes. And yeah, I forgot. This is where she flies. This is where Samantha goes across the thing and flies. Terry sees more of his past. He more wants to embrace Cobra Kai, and he basically does. He does a full change at the end of this episode. More of Miguel and Johnny's mom. I love it, love it, love it. Also, this is where Kenny comes back for a second time, and he is, I think, welcomed into Cobra Kai. Also, this is where the kids catch the koi fish, which is great. The Eagle Fang car gets made. I mean, it's just, hey, it didn't end on too bad of an episode, you know what I mean? But this is where also I think Johnny starts getting jealous of fucking Daniel and fucking Miguel's relationship. It hinders a lot more things coming up. Okay, and then let's go into the episode 4. This is when Terry completely joins Cobra Kai. He's in it, you know what I mean? Also, I think this is where Tori... Wait, does Tori come back to school now? Oh, no. This is where Kenny starts wearing his Cobra Kai shit around, and he starts getting fucking hackled by all the fucking non-Cobra Kai kids. And the jealousy starts beginning, you know what I mean? They're continuing on with their training of each other's students. More jealousy woes continue. Kenny is definitely being integrated into Cobra Kai, and this is where Terry Silver gets introduced to the rest of the squad. Johnny's hooking up with fucking Miguel's mom. It's a relationship. They love each other a lot. They're starting to love each other. You know what I mean? And more of Johnny and Daniel and fucking Miguel's relationship. Because again, he sees a little bit of himself. There's a scene here where I thought Tori was about to be a stripper, but it ends up she's just working really, really hard, and she's at this birthday thing, and Samantha's there too, and it's kind of disgusting a little bit what happens. I'm not okay. I didn't like it because Tori at the end of the day is trying to get by. Terry is coaching on fucking. He's coaching Robbie, bro. He's coaching Robbie to see what he's up. Also, this is where we see a little bit of blast of Johnny in his past, and it's not too great because his dad left him. His dad should have left him and his mom. You know, he's doing his best to keep going. This is where the jealousy starts to becoming big. Also, this is where Daniel starts introducing him into the 80s, 90s, Miguel in 80s, 90s music. That's not 80s. That's not the music that Johnny listened to. I think it's kind of lame, by the way, to listen the shit that he was listening to. But whatever. Again, more of, how do I say this? Robbie meets up with his dad. It's not a good situation at all. Like I said, it's really, really sad what's going on with Tori. And like, I think this is where Sam's mom is understanding that Tori is a little bit of her, and she's trying to mentor. There's a lot of mentorship going on more than anything. Jealousy continues because Johnny wants to hang out with Miguel, but Miguel's always hanging out with fucking Danielson now. They watch Bloodsport at the what do you call it again? At the drive-in, and definitely little. They haze the little Kenny, but then Kenny gets completely hazed by fucking Miyagi-Do, and then it's a straight up showdown where basically what ends up happening is Miyagi-Do just fucking makes him wet. Like they doesn't fight him, they just fucking prank him basically, get him all wet and whatnot. Terry Silver. And I feel like this is the episode John Kreese have a little bit of a fallout, kind of sort of small little fallout. And also I feel like this is where Terry Silver introduces himself to everybody else, to the crew, that he's back. All right, episode 5. Let's get this one going because I do got to pick someone up. Guys, I'm sorry for rushing all this. But basically, I just did this so you guys understand how I felt about it. A little bit of a rundown, a little bit of whatnot, what I thought, to add on top of the video, I think, this is where they make that deal where they're like, hey, no more fighting, no more bullshit until the tournament. And they kind of all agreed to it, And this is when they definitely get scared. The training is harder, the training is harsher, which I'm, fine with. It's just like they're adding more to the story, I think this is where they also decide, Johnny and Daniel, to part ways, which I was very pissed off about because I was like, God, you guys are good friends. Why are y'all being such bitches for and shit? It's annoying as fuck, man. I hate when they do this shit. It's so annoying, man. They look into Terry Silver, and they find out what Terry Silver's about, all the guys. Also, this is when Eli, everybody started fucking with Eli a little bit more, man, because, he's getting better. Dimitri's getting with that one chick, and it's awesome for him. Everybody's trying to fuck with Eli, man. And this is when I started really enjoying Eli a lot more, man. I like his redemption more than anything. What happens? I forget right here. I don't know. I'm trying to go through it. Oh, yeah, they separate out. Obviously, they're training. They're doing a lot of things differently now. I think Sam is kind of wanting more Eagle Fang training here as well, if I'm correct, if I'm sure. And Daniel is still hanging out with Miguel, and, it's making him feel some type of way. Johnny Lawrence, Kreese and Terry talk more, and I guess Kreese is trying to put him in Carrie's place more than anything. This is where Eli gets jumped, bro, and they fucking cut his hair off. That was fucking bullshit. It's like retaliation, man. These kids are just bad. I don't know why these kids are all bad. Oh yeah, this is where also the two senseis fight it, man, and it's like, god damn it, can't y'all just be fucking friends? I don't understand that shit. And this is when they completely separate off Eagle Fang and shit, and like, yo, we gotta go different fucking ways. Yeah, man, it's just, Eli gets fucking punked. It's looking like a bad fucking whole situation. The one thing I gotta say about this series is, I just don't I don't know how these adults are okay with just having these kids be a certain fucking way, man. It does bother me. I'm just like, man, you guys are just like okay with these kids fighting like this, aren't you? This is like a little bit, I don't know, I think it's a little bit too much sometimes, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, that is the makeup of the show. We wouldn't have the confrontation we did if it wasn't the show for being like this, But yeah, that's my little rundown of, 1 through 5. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed my Uncuts. Hey, man, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Like I always say, take care of yourselves and your families, and peace.